Just want to know.
Admit at this point, the girl leaked my number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1 and I'll put my hand up first.
Not Remy Ma out here taking major L's after her man cheated and dropped her for a younger woman. She really left Papoose, the same man who held her down through it all, for Easy, the block captain, thinking she was upgrading. But instead, she played herself twice. Now, Easy done ditched her for not one, but 2 younger women, and Remy's out here begging Papoose to take her back. Plot twist, Papoose has already moved all the way on and just proposed to his new lady. It's giving messy, desperate, and straight up sad. Remember when rumors first popped off that Remy was sneaking around with Easy the block captain? Everybody was giving serious side-eye because we all knew how much Papoose adored that woman. This man waited 6 years for her while she was locked up. That's next-level loyalty. But apparently, it still wasn't enough for Remy. The moment she linked up with Easy, things started crumbling with Pap.
Brave like a side nigga. That means main man don't know me. I will creep up.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night and I wake up, we both wake up, it's like we doing better than them niggas, so them niggas is mad.
And now, she got nothing to show for it. Because after all that drama, Easy did her dirty too. Dropped her like a bad habit for not one, but 2 younger chicks. And now Remy's out here looking lost, regretful, and straight up embarrassed. Fresh tea is spilling, and it's hot. Rumors are swirling that Easy the block captain has been caught up with not 1, but 2 other women, both linked to the battle rap scene. Word on the street is that he's been messing around with his ex, Zan, and another artist from his Trenches League, C. Bree, the lyricist. And how did all this mess come to light? Tasmanian Tara, another battle rapper connected to Trenches, decided to stir the pot with a vengeance. She dropped some explosive screenshots of messages that allegedly came from Zan herself. And y'all, these messages were wild. In them, Zan supposedly admitted to hooking up with Easy last summer and even hinted that he had something going on with C. Bree too. But the gag? One of the texts straight up said, "When Remy finds out, she's gonna have a fit."
Yeah, cause that's my nigga. I'm the one that makes him valid in Philly. He needs me. I made him valid, and now he with Remy and he trying to treat me like this. But she don't even know that I came to the hotel because this is what he told me.
Ooh, and Taz? Oh, she was feeling extra messy that day. She put Zan on blast like she was getting a check for it. She called her out on Instagram, posting, "Smiling in that lady's face, knowing you F her man is crazy. Y'all know that post had everybody's jaw on the floor, but of course, damage control came in fast. Zan and C. Bree were quick to shut it all down, denying everything. Zan even ran to Twitter with the fast fingers typing out, "I'm not doing Easy and haven't in years."
See, don't get out of character. This ain't cosplay. I'm a motherfucker. Delonte. I'm punch on shit. Javante. I'm crazier than Kanye. I'm wilder than Deontay.
Phew, this drama just keeps unfolding. Meanwhile, C. Bree, the lyricist, wasn't having it. She jumped online and set the record straight, posting, "For the record, I'm too fly to be effing my league owner. I'm around because I'm dope. If you want to make me look bad, you're better off finding and telling the truth." And y'all, people were feeling that. She's got the receipts to back it up too. C. Bree made sure to remind everyone that she was the first artist from Easy's Trenches League to hit Remy Ma's Chrome 23 platform. So yeah, she's been making moves on her own. She wants it known loud and clear that she's in the room because of her talent, not because of some messy entanglements.
Reckless, you couldn't even throw caution to the wind. Without them soft free rock bars from Easy, you got nothing. That's why he plugged in with Breezy. I got substance, but let's talk about it.
But let's keep it real. Folks are still side-eyeing the whole situation. Because where there's smoke, there's usually fire. And with Easy's name getting tied to not 1, but 2 women, plus all the drama with Remy, something just ain't adding up. And let's talk facts. Clearly, these 2 women had something that Remy wasn't giving Easy, because why else would he step out like this? Allegedly. I mean, Remy had the fame, the loyalty, well, kinda, and the platform, so what was missing? It's looking tragic. And the whole Easy and Remy drama really hit the fan after Remy finally confirmed their relationship in public. Sis put her whole heart on the line, and y'all, it backfired. At a rap battle event, Easy turned his performance into a full-blown soap opera. In the middle of his set, he looked straight at Remy and hit her with, "Don't you love me?" And y'all, she really said yes with her whole chest. That yes had soul in it. You could feel that she meant it. And just like that, the rumors weren't rumors anymore. It was out in the open.
Since y'all wanna be on the front lines, hey yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See right there, that's the punchline.
But let's talk about these red flags because they were waving like a parade, and Remy refused to see them. And guess what? She wasn't even the first woman Easy pulled this little stunt on. That whole "don't you love me" moment? Yeah, that wasn't original. Easy recycled that same gimmick, word for word, bar for bar, with his ex, Hurricane Dew. And Hurricane Dew? Oh, she wasn't about to let that slide. She hopped on X, formerly Twitter, and came through with the receipts. She posted a clip from one of Easy's past battles where he pulled the exact same move on her. He hit her with the "don't you love me" line, and just like Remy, she said yes.
No, move back. He got 2K. It's ironic that I hit him with 2K. I said, "Babe, you love me?" Yeah. I say touche. So if I'm sipping and she tell me get him, I gotta listen to whatever dude say.
So now the question is, how many times has he run this play? But two kept it cute? She wasn't coming from a bitter place, and she made that very clear. In a follow-up post, she said, "I left easy. I'm not scorned. I'm happier than I've ever been." And she didn't stop there. She made it known that she's a way better rapper than the folks out here questioning her integrity. And the only reason she brought up the old clip was because the bars sounded way too familiar. So what did she do? She pulled the receipts. And let's not pretend we didn't see this coming, because Geechee Gotti already put Remy and Easy's situationship on blast in a rap battle months ago.
I'm not even sure you can fuck the boss. That's why when Pat seen his gloves was off. This ain't no regular female, my nigga, that's his wife. Knocking you out compared to what he could've did to you, nigga, that was light. And you ain't off the hook either. And you ain't off the hook either.
He didn't just hint at it. He aired it all out, dragging their business straight into the streets and humiliating both Remy and Easy. He straight up said they were creeping behind Papoose's back. And at the time, people thought it was just battle rap. But now, it's looking like this man was spitting straight facts. And if that wasn't messy enough, Remy even missed Christmas with Papoose. Instead of spending the holidays with the man who held her down for 6 years while she was locked up, she was out here playing house with Easy the Block Captain. And when folks started side-eyeing her about it, Remy denied it up and down, talking about how people were just being messy and reading into things. But guess what? Papoose had the screenshots, and Pap wasted no time clapping back. He pulled a whole photo of Remy and Easy together on Christmas 2023, while he was probably sitting at home waiting for his wife, hoping for some holiday love and family time. Whew! The audacity! Remy was out here cupcaking with her new boo, and if that wasn't enough disrespect, this is where the rumors really caught fire.
Christmas. And then you tried to show us a 10-second video of you opening up some gifts. Then 10 seconds later, you went right to Easy House to open up your lips.
Now listen, Papoose wasn't about to take that L lightly. Word on the streets is that when he finally saw Easy face to face, he knocked him clean out. Because Easy had the nerve to shake his hand like everything was cool, all while sneaking around with his wife. And honestly, can you blame him? Pap handled business, but y'all, the way this played out, wild. Because Easy wasn't just gonna sit there and take that loss quietly. Oh no! He jumped right into the drama, denying that Pap knocked him out cold and even challenged him to a fight. And speaking of folks getting knocked out, Remy Ma is out here moving real desperate. the second she found out that Easy not only got punked, but was out here cheating on her too, now she suddenly wants to spin the block and get Pap back? But here's the problem with that plan. Papoose is gone, and he didn't just move on with anybody. Oh no, he's now with Claressa Shields. And if you know, you know, Remy does not want that smoke. But instead of falling back gracefully, Remy decided to get petty.
Just want to know.
At this point, the girl leaked my number.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1 and I'll put my hand up first.
She started coming for Claressa on the low, throwing shady little jabs, pun intended, and getting real bold online. Sis, don't start a fight you can't finish. And then, whew, y'all, it took a whole new turn because Claressa straight up challenged Remy to a boxing match. Like, girl! Did Remy really think she was gonna square up and take down an actual pro fighter? Be so for real! We know Remy's tough or whatever, but this ain't the streets, this is the ring. But oh, it didn't stop there. Remy got real messy and actually leaked Claressa's private number during one of their public back and forths. And that's when Claressa had enough. She clapped back hard and said, "Let's do this for real. Step in the ring and fight me, like officially." Now, here's where it gets even crazier, because guess who just had to jump in the mix? 50 Cent. And when 50 speaks, you might want to listen. He hopped on Instagram and sent out a warning to Claressa, "Whatever you do, don't fight her. She will get the blick, champ." Now, if you know, you know, 50 was straight up referencing Remy's 2007 shooting incident, the same one that got her locked up for 6 years. And listen, he ain't lying, because let's call a thing a thing. Remy is out here plotting, and the way this is looking, she might just be trying to take Claressa out the picture for good to get Pap back. And with Remy's track record, nobody would be surprised if this mess escalates even further. But let's keep it 100% real. Not everybody is backing Remy on this. In fact, a lot of folks think she's doing way too much and biting off way more than she can chew. The streets have spoken, y'all. One person even put it plain as day. Remy has bitten off more than she can chew with this one. Claressa is from one of the most dangerous cities in the murder mitten. Everybody on her team holding blicks. On top of that, Claressa will beat the brakes off Remy. Let's be real, Remy is the one out of pocket here. She threw away her marriage over a goofy bum like Easy. For that handshake, Pap should have stomped his ears together. And honestly, where's the lie? Because let's not forget, Claressa ain't just a boxing champ. She's from Flint, Michigan. And if you know anything about the Red Rum Mitten, you already know they do not play out there. And her team, armed and ready. Now, Remy might be tough, but Claressa is literally trained to knock people out professionally. This is not a test. But here's where it gets even messier. Turns out Remy and Claressa actually knew each other before all this drama even popped off. That's right. This ain't just some random woman Pap moved on with. And word on the streets? Remy had already accused Pap of cheating with Claressa while they were still together. But even if that was true, let's not pretend that justifies Remy stepping out on Pap with Easy. Whoa, this is a whole mess. And now it looks like Remy wants that old thing back. And let's be real, it's gotta sting extra hard knowing that Pap just proposed to Claressa and is ready to put a ring on it. But hold up, here's where it gets even messier. Rumors started swirling that Remy and Pap might be reconciling. But let's be honest, the streets think this is just Remy sliding into Pap's DMs, begging to be taken back. And y'all know the streets don't miss a beat? Everybody clocked it. And when I say everybody, I mean even Fat Joe had to step in and say something. Yep, Fat Joe, who's not only Remy's close friend, but also the godfather of her and Pap's daughter, hopped on Math Hoffa's My Expert Opinion podcast and kept it 100% real about how messy this situation is. And let's be clear, if anybody wanted to see Remy and Pap work things out, it would be Joe. But even he admitted that he can't fix this mess. And listen, when your own day one homie is throwing up his hands in defeat, you know it's bad. And then Joe hit us with a little behind-the-scenes tea. Apparently, the night before this whole social media fallout happened, Remy treated 10 grown men to dinner at a New York City restaurant. Now, what was that about? But don't get it twisted, Pap was not at that dinner. He made sure to clear that up real quick, hopping on Instagram stories to shut down the speculation. Peace to my brother Fat Joe, but I was not at Brooklyn Chop House with them. So if anybody thought this meant things weren't as bad as they seemed, think again. Pap is out here minding his business, stacking his coins, while Remy is the one looking stressed and pressed. And while Remy's over here looking bitter and desperate, guess what Pap and Claressa are doing? Living their best lives? These two have carved out their own little paradise, taking a romantic getaway to Hawaii, and let me tell you, the vibes are immaculate. Photos and updates from their island retreat hit the internet, and they both looked unbothered, peaceful, and happy. While Remy's over here stressing, Pap and Claressa are sipping cocktails on the beach, focusing on their relationship and leaving all that drama far behind. Meanwhile, Remy is scrambling to save face. Sis is trying her hardest not to get dragged any further, but the streets are not letting up. And in a desperate move, Remy is now threatening to fire back at anybody who dares mention her name in a rap battle. She straight up claimed she's got bars for everybody and all rappers better fall in line. But let's keep it a buck. This is giving damage control. We all know she's trying to keep this massive L under wraps, but with how messy this situation has become, sis, that's impossible. At this point, everyone has seen the fallout. Remy thought she was making a power move, convinced that stepping out with easy would lead her to something better. But instead of greener pastures, she's out here looking like a garden weed. Dumped, bitter, and completely exposed. The internet has not been kind, and the jokes just keep rolling in. One user summed it up perfectly. I guess them Geechee Gotti bars are still haunting her. Another took it even further, predicting, Uncle Murda gonna wash her up in this year's wrap-up. And honestly, where's the lie? If there's one thing we all know, it's that Uncle Murda never misses when it comes to his year-end rundown. At this point, Remy isn't just getting a mention. She's about to get a whole dedicated segment. But instead of laying low, she's out here threatening to fire back at anyone who dares mention her name in a rap battle. And let's be real, that move only makes her look even more pressed. If she had truly moved on, she wouldn't be so caught up in what people are saying. But when you go from a solid, loyal partner like Pap to a rebound who turns around and leaves you for two younger women, the insecurity is bound to surface. Now, what started as a messy situation has turned into a full-blown disaster. Remy risked everything: her marriage, her reputation, her standing in the industry, and ended up with absolutely nothing. No easy, no Pap, and no way to undo the damage. With the streets clowning her and her name tied to one of the biggest L's of the year, she's desperately trying to clean up the mess. But at this point, the damage is already done, and the internet never forgets. But now, I gotta ask y'all, does Remy deserve this karma, or was this just one bad decision too many? Should Papoose even consider taking her back for the sake of their daughter, or is he better off moving forward with Claressa? And let's be real, can Remy's career survive this level of drama, or is she about to be the next target in every rap battle and Uncle Murda's year-end wrap-up? I need to know what y'all think. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get into it. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Because when it comes to Remy Ma, you never know what's gonna happen next. Stay locked in, because this story is far from over.